Hey guys, welcome back to another AMA session. This one is going to be with the team, with the member of ALTSignals, and I'm joined here with the head analyst of ALTSignals. Now, if you don't know what ALTSignal is, I have reviewed this. I have made a whole proper video on this, which you probably can get from the link somewhere here or there. So I'll suggest that you guys watch that video first so that you have an idea on what we're gonna talk about. Otherwise, it may get a little bit complicated for you guys. So make sure that you go watch that video first to know what ALTSignals is. In this video, we're going to cover the topics that we couldn't cover in the video. We're going to talk further into what goes into ALTSignals, what their future planning is, and we're going to talk more on the ASI token. So if you don't find all that out, make sure that you keep watching this AMA. And if you still have any questions, of course, you can put them down in the comment section and we can get to you over there as well. Now, thank you so much for joining in this AMA session, and I already have given my take on what ALTSignals is, so I'm not gonna bore the audience by going over one more time. I'll let you introduce yourself and how do you perceive ALTSignals.
Yeah, so hi everyone. So AltSignals started in 2017 during the bull run back then, and it actually started as a free signal service, but that quickly got quite popular and then developed into VIP signals, VIP signals, paid subscriptions, and also building of an algorithm. So things evolved and started to progress pretty quickly after that bull run. After the bull run, there's a bear market, so that's a very good time to to develop stuff and get on to the next bull run, let's say. And things got things got fast pretty quickly. So there were the VIP signals on one side, there's subscription based signals, and then there's the algorithm, which I'm mostly involved in. And the algorithm has been also running, constantly maintained, updated, and we also listen to our users by implementing useful features that they might have. We are a community strong in the Algo section we have like 400 members already. In the VIP it's 2000 plus, and in the public channel we have about 50,000 people in there now who listen to us, posting our messages. So it has become quite a big community, which is of course very nice. And we also offer those different subscription based concepts. So on one side you have people who are more technical, who want to get into the algorithm and make, for example, their own channels. And on the other side you have people who just wants to follow signals, right? So people who don't want to hassle, let's say, to get into technical stuff or this or that, don't want to experiment on their own. So they just follow the signals, and they can choose from different kind of channels that we set up.
Okay. Um, so sorry. Um, ALTSignals, you guys provide trading signals to cryptocurrency traders. And you now had developed your own token called the ASI token. Now, what I'm
Yes.
wondering is this something what you guys are doing? Is this something that anyone else is offering out there, or you guys are the first one in this?
Well, it's always a little bit, how should I say it? A little bit difficult to say that you're the first one, right? I mean, you never know
Yeah.
all of the stuff out there, but we haven't come across any of other parties who do that. So I've talked about the algorithm before. So the next step for us is to implement this artificial intelligence into it, and the token, the ASI token, will be actually the glue of that whole system, let's say. And the members will get access depending on how much tokens that they hold, and they will also can get rewarded with those tokens as well when the system is finished. And we put out trading contests, or if we put out like backtest contests or whatever, these kind of things where people are motivated to make their own setups and to get deeper into the ecosystem. We can reward people with those tokens, so that the circulation in the ecosystem is all done with the ASI token.
Right. So, my question is, who came up with this whole idea, and what was the inspiration behind this?
Well, the inspiration of the artificial intelligence step is actually a logical progress of what we have been doing. I think it's more and more there's more and more use cases now. If you look at ChatGPT,
Yeah.
it's I wouldn't say it's the first one, but it's a very good use case where people can actually do something with it. If you can see Microsoft, they're implementing it. Google, they're also making it into their search
Yeah.
engines. So it's something actual, right? And that's also the name of our new system that will be called
Actualize
Actualize
AI.
AI.
Right.
Yeah, so this is a logical step for us. And the machine learning, we will also bring market sentiment into there. We will also feed the algorithm constantly with new data so that it can correct or evolve from that data, as the way AI works. And then, yeah, we just saw the rise of AI during the last years, basically, that it really became a use case, and we think we have to also jump on that bandwagon to improve what we already have and to bring in more factors from the outside to actually provide better signals, and also to improve our existing products.
Right. Okay, you mentioned about the bear market and then the bull market. Of course, markets, the whole crypto landscape, it actually changes over the years. So how does Alt Signals adapted to these changes, and how are you guys planning to adapt to future changes and challenges that may come?
That's a very good question. So mostly in bull markets, yeah, it's up only, let's say, and things are pretty easy even for novice traders who are new to the market. But still, I mean, we have witnessed both, right? We have witnessed bull markets, we have witnessed bear markets two times already, and actually there is profit to be made in both. We know that, our users know that, and we actually we update our setups. For example, we have a channel that runs fully algorithm, so 100% on the algorithm. Of course, the take profits on a bull market are not the same for a bear market, because you have to adjust it to the market conditions. So this is also something that is in my responsibility, where I actually provide or update, let's say, maintain the channels that we provide to our users. Those are I'm now talking about the 100% machine driven channels, because we also have human trader driven channels, and we always try to optimize it in order to the market conditions, because we have been on a bear market for like more than a year, the past year. So of course the take profits for shorts and the profits for our users are much higher in shorts than they are in longs, obviously. But of course now, since the beginning of this year, this needs another adaptation, right? Because we are, yeah, it's been up only mostly since January. So um, enough details about that. But the point is that these constant changes can actually also be implemented with artificial intelligence if
Right.
you provide and feed the right data to your algorithm. Because now it's still a human-based job, right? And we're trying to push it more and more through machines, through computer learning, and to also progress on that, because it's there. We just have to use it and find a way to implement it. Let's say.
Right. Um, there are other companies out there that provides crypto trading signals. So, um,
Yes.
what unique features does AltSignals offer that are unique that AltSignals offer but others don't?
Yeah, so there's thousands out there, I think, yeah, companies who do the same as us. And I think the difference, or where we shine, or where we do better than others, is it's about the straightforward. We are straightforward to our users, and we also uh, guide them in using our products. And also there is, for example, we provide the VIP signals, but we also have a chat group, VIP chat group next to that, where people can, for example, discuss like, okay, let's close the trade now because I see that it's going to the opposite direction after the take profit or something. I mean, like they can rely on on a lot of feedback from us. We are actual people talking to them. It's not like they have when they subscribe. It's not like they talk to some robot that doesn't really make them feel welcome, let's say. So we have top-notch support. We have a very good Trustpilot score,
Right.
which is of course it's over 500 reviews now, and it's all from real people. There's no
That's
bots
insane.
there. Unfortunately, there's people posting also reviews when they got scammed.
Yeah.
So scams is and always will be a problem, but it's fake accounts, so we cannot do much about it because it's people being scammed by the fake accounts, and then they write a review. Hey, I lost all my money, and it's like, oh my god, so sorry, but that was really a fake account. That was not us, you know.
Yeah.
So these things happen, and you can read them in between the all of those reviews, and it's really an unfortunate thing. But I think as
I know.
long as the crypto industry is a little bit unregulated, let's say for now, these things will happen. But we are there to report and to do as much as we humanly can about it. Of course, it's an endless battle, as we all know. But
Right.
to conclude that, so we are a real team, real people. We provide feedback to our users. We have a huge database of documentation as well, video as text based. So whenever a user subscribes to our services, it's immediately, yeah, it's they get sent all the info to use it. They just have to go through that, and for additional questions, they can always talk to our support and to
Right.
me. So it's really the human to human thing that I think we excel on, and also we provide monthly results. So as well for the algorithm driven channels as the human based channels, it's always a monthly report on that transparency, honesty to the users, and also, yeah, like we treat them once in a while with like with some bonuses or stuff that we think our users need. Also, user feedback is very important for us because for example, the algo is some algorithm that is has the core functions for trading, but there's also functions that were presented or suggested by users. So we listen to them.
Right.
If they are good, make sense, we implement them. So it's about bidirectional communication here. So
Right. Do you guys provide any kind of risk management or stop loss guidance to the users who follow your trading signals?
yes, that's a very important topic. Stop loss is something that no one likes to see, but must be there, let's say.
Right.
Because hitting stop loss is always, for many people, it's like, oh no, I lost money. But it's, of course, something that's necessary. And we have many stop loss like implementations into our algorithm. We have like break even. We have trailing stop loss, and also the human signals that we send once the trade goes to take profit or further. We always advise to put the stop loss to break even. Of course, that is sometimes done automatically through let's say a service like Cornix. But the users might also have to do this manually. But at least we give the feedback and we suggest to them to move their stop loss.
Right.
But we also, this is all like partly a manual story and partly a machine driven story, depending on what topic we are talking about here. So I mentioned both. But of course, the way forward, the progress should be that with the artificial intelligence and the machine learning, it should be better that the stop loss is like a dynamic thing that moves according to market sentiment and to past trades, backtest, and all of that. Because now it's something static that we put in a trade. I mean, not the human, but the machine driven trades. It's something static, and depending on the back tests, you define that value, but it's not like it's dynamic. The next trade will have the exact same percentage of stop loss and so forth. So if we can make that dynamic, which is our goal here, depending on market sentiment, for example, very tight or a little bit bigger, but then also increase the take profits and stuff. So in a trading game, this is something that would be very useful, I
Yeah.
think.
Okay. So you guys involved artificial intelligence into your algorithms. You involved AI into algo specifically. What was the moment when you guys decided that you wanted AI into this? Or was it something that you guys gradually decided that we want AI into it? Or was it the whole chat GPT revolution that made you guys think that this is something that you guys need?
Yeah, it's a little bit like the the question we had before, that it's something that grew over the years and it's hard to ignore.
Right.
And in the beginning, everyone was a little bit, um, how should I say, like a little bit skeptical about where is this going. People were also scared when they saw some use cases of that. But it's something that is obviously useful, as we can already see, and it's something that we also saw growing. And the actual use cases in the last years have um, made us go also join that part of AI, and makes us see the useful part of it to integrate it into trading.
Right. Okay.
So it's something of the last years, let's say.
Last year. Okay. Can you talk more about the team that is behind ALTCOIN, especially who are the founding members? And like, what is the size of the team? And do you guys have a pitch deck for the investors?
Yes. So we are a core team of 4 people, but these 4 people are the people who have been with All Signals the longest, and also the people that don't really change. So we have the founder, and then 3 employees, including myself. And actually, around that core team, there is many. Uh, if you look at it like a core group and then some branches with a tree, so there's like many developers and freelancers who actually
Right.
also joining all signals. But this depending on the subject, depending on what are we developing at that time, what projects are important at this time. So it constantly changes, and at the moment with the whole token pre-sale and launch, there's over 30 people working with us,
Right.
excluding the 4 of us. So
Can you tell about your role in the company, your background, and how do you came into this position?
yeah, so I came into this position as a member, as I say, as a customer first,
Right.
about 2 years ago, and I was quickly getting the hang of the algorithm, and I was making the backtests pretty good and pretty useful for the all signals team to use actually. So I quickly got good at that, and then provided them with those backtests to use on the channels. And it's that in that kind of situation that the founder came to me and asked, like, look, do you want to come work with us, or do this for us, and continue doing that, but then as a working position. And I said, yeah, sure, that's fine. I like to do this. I like to make the analysis on that. And this is how it started. And now, a few years later here, I'm still doing that. But of course, my role has evolved as well. But my title is still the main analyst, providing the channels and doing everything around the algorithm, basically. So I'm not much involved in the human trading VIP channels, because those are other
Right.
people that we work. But it's really the analysis and improving, testing, and optimizing the algorithm. Uh, Actually, on a one-to-one basis with the developer. So I'm not the coder, but I'm more like
Right.
the analyst, and I work with the coder one-on-one to improve or to optimize where needed.
Right.
And this has been going on for many months and years. So we have been uh, progressively making the algorithm better and better over time.
Right. That's a pretty interesting story. How you convert, like,
Yeah.
like you were a customer. This is something I'm not sure we usually see, but I think this is really great. Now you only have mentioned about the the AI side token. I personally have mentioned about this. I think this is time when we start breaking it down and talk more about this, all the benefits that we get from this, because this is something
Mhm.
they new that you guys are adding, and you guys are having pre-sale for the ASI token. So uh, the first question is to develop some background is what was the idea and the purpose behind making the ASI token? Like, what was the need to make this token?
Yeah, the need is, or the purpose of it is, actually to provide like a currency for, let's call it a currency for our ecosystem that we're
Right.
going to develop. So by implementing and providing the ASI token, we can motivate our users to jump on board with us to invest in our ecosystem, and also see that as some kind of currency that glues all of the like I said before, it's like the glue in the ecosystem that we have. So you have the algorithm, you have the artificial intelligence, the machine learning, that all gets to work together, and you can earn rewards. You can also, your access into the ecosystem depends on much how many tokens that you hold, how many ASI tokens that you hold. So all of this is like, like, the access to it depends on your tokens. When you get access and you are integrated into our ecosystem, you can get rewards being paid out as the token. So it's a dual direction thing as well, and it
Right.
makes sense to do that for us, because yeah, it's like, everyone wants their own product as well, and wants to keep the members also into their, yeah, in our product, let's say, but also not uh, limited to anything that, how should I say it, not limited to just what we have provided, but to keep thinking forward and to
Right.
expand, and also to provide more functionality for them. That's the purpose.
So, where can we use the ASI tokens as right now? And will there be, because I do know there are several places where it's got used, but will there be more utilities for this token later on?
So you mean the exchanges, or?
No, like there's you guys said that when you introduce ASI tokens, it can be used to get exclusive access to different features in the ecosystem. So that's what I'm
Mhm.
asking. Are you guys planning on increasing the utility for this token? So as right now, it can be used for payment, for staking, for voting, on important decisions. So what I'm asking is, will there be a point where you guys will be expanding these services?
Yeah, there might be, for sure, but it's a little bit early to say that, as we have also the roadmap, which you can check
Right.
on the in the white paper that we've provided publicly on the link. It's token.altsignals.io, and I would refer to that. But as as of talking not too much into the long term future, let's say, we would like to keep it also clear in regarding to our white paper, that we will use it for what I've mentioned
Right.
before. Of course, there is the possibility that it will extend, but it's a little bit early, I think, to say anything about that, and not to provide info to the users that might change later, or might get delayed or something. So
Right. Okay.
I would say let's stick to what is written in the white paper for now, and then that's
Okay.
most clear.
There's a lot of information in the white paper, so I'll give you guys the link that will be in the description. So make sure you check that out. That will answer most of your questions over there. Now, my question right now is, you guys provide investors with a daily return, let's say of 3% to 6%. So, concerning the project's sustainability, what will you be investing into to ensure that this happens? And is there a chance that maybe you are not able to generate this profit? Maybe you go for a loss. How do you ensure that you make profit so that you have something to give back to the investors?
That's a very good question. So there is nothing, ensuring profit is something that you shouldn't do, because there will never be a day that profit will be like stable 6% or something. It will fluctuate just like the market. This is something normal. So if you ask the question without these numbers of percentage in it, and just say with a daily or a weekly or a monthly return, then I can confidently say that that is the case, because no one is profitable in every trade. You make gains, you make some losses, you make gains, you make some losses, and the point is here to be profitable overall. So
Right.
of course there will be losses, but of course there will be gains. So we have months. I also refer to the history, the results on our webpage. So I refer to the sub page in our web page. It's called results, and there you can see month by month what the expected gains can be. You can see that for Forex, for crypto, for the VIP channels. So there will be, this is strongly dependent on the market, right? So there will be days that we have maybe the numbers that you mentioned before as a profit, and maybe some days it will be much more than that, or maybe sometimes some days it will be a loss. But the point is that as long as you have a good risk reward ratio, these losses will be won back, and eventually, so like over a period of a month or a week or 2 months, whatever, it will be profitable. That is the
Right.
point, and that is the goal. I think that's the goal of every trader
Yeah.
who looks at long term. There is no quick rich scheme, that's just not there. So this is our point, also to be consistent, to be profitable, but of course there will be losses. Everyone
Yeah.
has losses, but
But the
those
net,
losses will be.
yeah. But the net result will be eventually profitable,
Yes,
in the long term.
yes.
Okay.
And that's why also we
Yeah.
provide the monthly results of all our channels, transparent, downloadable from the website, so you can have an idea about gains or losses that are posted there.
Right. That's pretty amazing. Now, if you talk about the ASI tokens, do you know where this token will be launched? Like on what platforms? Because there's a lot of people that will be looking into ASI token as an investment opportunity. So for those people, can you elaborate on this? That where will this token be launched?
Yeah, so in the first place, we're looking at Uniswap. So it will
Okay.
be launched on Uniswap first. This is certain. And then we're also looking at other exchanges, but again, like I said before, we need to first make the Uniswap thing become reality. But in the meantime, we are silently talking to a few other exchanges to see if the interest is there. But I must say, we get already quite some marketing messages from people wanting to launch it on their exchange as well, a little
Right.
bit smaller exchanges. So we're looking how to position that now. Which ones do we choose? We're trying to aim for the top 20 exchanges. I mean, one or three out of that top 20, not all, obviously. But let's see first how the Uniswap goes, and then we can see from there. But it will be very nice to have several, of
Yeah.
course.
Okay. Um, now, there's a you have to hold the ASI tokens to get the exclusive content,
Yes.
like trading signals and educational resources. um and also there's, I think, there's a way that you join the AI members club. So my question is there any minimum amount of ASI tokens you need to hold in order to get this? Or and how do you join the AI members club? Because that's where you kind of like earn the ASI tokens.
Yes. So I think recently, yeah, we raised it to 50K tokens that you need to hold. In the beginning, it was less, but now
Okay.
it's 50K. So currently the level is at 50K tokens. So that means 50K ASI tokens, not 50K dollar. And currently the token is at 0.012 USD. So you need to hold 50,000 of those. Before it was less, but now we raised that limit. And this will get you access. We can check that through the people linked, so with the TX ID and also the public transactions on the blockchain. So we check that for our members, if they can provide the TX ID, and then they can prove that they bought these tokens, and then we check how much they bought. And when they can prove that their limit is 50K or more, then they have access to
Okay.
everything that's coming in the future.
Right. um Now, ASI tokens is also used. Holders can use this if they're holding on to ASI tokens, then they can get the voting rights. They can decide on what happens, on how the ALTCOINs evolve, and they can take part in the decision making process. So, what was the purpose and the mindset behind giving holders of ASI tokens this power?
Well, that is something that many token creators or new tokens do. Actually, it's staking and voting. It's a little bit to keep the the voting rights a bit fair, and that the community also has a say in where things go, and all of that. Also, for the details on this, I would again refer to the white paper that can be read publicly online. The white paper is also about staking and voting rights with numbers and details in there.
Right.
So I think
Okay.
it's easier readable if it's read by the person themselves.
These are probably going to be the last questions that we're asking, and then
Sure.
I'm going to conclude the session. Um, It will be, of course, about the future planning because people want to know more, not about the roadmap. Of course, that is something people can see on the white paper and the website as well. But what we want to know is just a bold question. What are the things that you want to achieve, or where do you see alt signals, let's say in a year from now?
So we are 2023 now. In a year from now, that will be around the Bitcoin halving, I think.
Yeah.
um, so apart from that, I think in 1 year from now, we want to see AltSignals have completed the roadmap, because the roadmap actually describes Q1 this year until Q4 this year. So in 1 year from now, that should be completed. So I hope we can provide that to our users. I hope we have the ecosystem ready for our users, that we can that they can use the ASI token to get rewarded, or to be in the ecosystem to hold them. I hope that the token will also rise in value, of course, for them,
Right.
for the spot holders, for people who just want to hold it in spot. So I hope the implementation of the goals and progress that we have put on paper, I hope we can achieve that in 1 year. And of course, in this very volatile market, and where so many companies, let's say it, or signal providers, they come and go. So I hope that we are still there in 1 year, but I'm pretty confident that we will be, because it's been almost 5 years now.
Right.
Because it's an ever changing,
Yeah.
ever, not never, but an ever changing landscape, and it's there's so many people or companies that come and go. So
Yeah.
first of all, let's hope that we're still there, and I'm pretty confident that we will. And second of all, I think that we should complete the roadmap that we have
Right.
put on the whiteboard. So I think we should complete the roadmap, and also have provided all the value that we have put forward to our users, and then we would be very happy with
Right.
that. So to all of the people watching, thanks for watching. I hope things are more clear now, and please, if you still have questions there, reach out to us on Telegram, on the official channels. I'm sure that Crypto Pablo will put it in the description, because there's many fake accounts as well, so please use the right ones. Send us a DM if you want to have more info. We're always available. We have a team that's all over the world, so we cover the whole time zone. And yeah, just anything, ping us, and we will let you know. And we will also provide, as usual, with our top-notch support.
Awesome.
Thank you.
So there you have it. I'll put the link in the description in Telegram. Make sure that you get it from the description, not from the comments. There's a lot of imposters in the comments. Don't go over there.
Exactly.
So get it from the description, and make sure that you join their community. And yeah, that's all of you guys in this video, and I'll see you guys in the next one shortly. So stay tuned.